fine.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the sound seems.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming to our concert. We are IC Bell People. We're an interesting mix of students from all over campus. I believe we have every school represented here except HSHP today. But we have a couple of former members for HSHP, so we really come from everywhere. We're about half music majors, half non-majors. A lot of these people had never picked up a bell before coming here. Can you raise your hands if you've never played in bell choir before? Yeah. So it's a really unique instrument. You really have to work together, pay attention to what everyone else is doing. A lot of the time, you are not playing the entire melody, and you have to count on the other people around you to fill in the holes that you're not playing. So we have two groups performing for each day. Our first group is our very creatively named Once a Week Choir. They meet once a week on Monday nights, rehearse an hour a week, and then we will have our twice a week choir who rehearses on Mondays and Thursdays, and they will be performing second. And if you haven't already, if you could silence your cell phones so they don't go off during the concert, that'd be great.
Thank you very much for coming. Like Emily said, this is the Once a Week Choir. Wonderfully creatively named. What you just heard was Ovation of Praise. Fun little piece. Next thing you're going to hear is Shenandoah, which is based off of the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. A little special to my heart. It was at one point going to be Virginia's state song, but then got changed, unfortunately, because this is a beautiful, beautiful arrangement. So, hope you enjoy.
My name is Maggie Pollard, and I'm a biochemistry major here. I'm a senior. This is my second semester doing bell choir, and I've enjoyed it so much. This is such a great group of people to make music with once a week. And I will be conducting for you Largo by Arcangelo Crowley, which is some very nice early music, so I hope you enjoy it.
Gospel Trains a Comin', which is based off of the African American song "The Gospel Trains a Comin'." Also in this is Ezekiel Saw the Wheel, which is in the middle, and you should hear wonderful round wheel sounds going on from there, and maybe a couple of other sounds. You're welcome.
Get on, boy!
so proud.
Thanks so much for coming, everyone. So I'm Anna. I'm the president-elect of IC Bell People. I'm very excited. But I have the task of doing like my least favorite thing in the entire world, which is announcing the seniors whose concert this is their last concert. And so I want to give a shout out to all of them. And I want to say this is my third year in Bell Choir, and out of the 3 years, this senior class has been like the most involved, most wonderful class. They've made Bell Choir so much fun. So thank you to all of them. There we have Megan Strauss, if you want to like wave, yeah. Maggie Pollard, Dr. Fisher, our advertising chairperson, Ellie Sutmeyer, our treasurer, Becky Cable, our fabulous conductor and the person in charge of fun, Seth Waters, and last but not least, our president of 2 years, our fearless leader, our bell technician, our bell tutor, our bell ringing extraordinaire, and the person who always keeps us on task, Emily Hensler. As you can see, a lot of our keyboard members and a lot of our members in general are seniors, so if you're interested in joining the bell choir, I'll be here and you should join. It's really fun. And of course, we have Vicky, our exchange student, who has been a huge part of Bell Choir this year. So when you give a big shout out to her.
I thought it would be good for you to know what's going to happen throughout. So we're going to tell you a little bit about how handbells work. So inside the handbell, there's a little metal beam and a little rubber thing, and when you whack it, the thing goes against the bell and it vibrates. For those of you who don't understand how hit make sound works. So we do a traditional ring. Okay. We also, to add some different colors and sounds, we'll do table marks. which is a very short sound. If you want that sound to go longer, we'll do what's called a mark lift. We also do what we call thumb damping, which is where you use your thumb to deaden the sound instantly. And we also do, with our mallets, we may also hit the bell on the table, or we can pick it up and hit the bell on the table. So I'm getting so much enjoyment out of this. And so also what we can do is, handbells are somewhat similar to pianos in that once you play and the sound comes out, you can't really do much with it. However, we can do a few things with it. Namely, we can do spirals, which work like this. And you can actually kind of hear the sound going back and forth. We also have tower swings, which is where you shake, twice, and then the sound comes back up at you. And we also have, when we get really excited, from too much tapping, we shake. We're going to do some of those things in our next piece, as well as some other things that many of us have never done before. But first, I thought I'd give you something to listen to for this piece. So I'm going to sing a little bit, and then you sing it back to me. It goes like this. Bum, ba, da, ya, da, 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 da. Ready? Go. Bum, ba, da, ya, da, 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 da. Great. And then the second part of that phrase goes like this. Bum, ba, da, blup, blup, blup. The blups are required. Ready? Go. Bum, ba, da, blup, blup, blup. Great. Let's try that whole thing. Ready? And go. Bum, ba, da, ba, da, 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 bum, ba, da, blup, blup, blup. Great, so you'll hear that throughout. It changes character. Sometimes it's happy, sometimes it's angry, sometimes it's sad. Sometimes it's Elsa, sometimes it's Anna. Sometimes it's the little snowman. So in case you couldn't tell, I wrote the next piece. The way it's going to work is there are going to be 11 short phrases for bassoon and bells. This is Ross Triner, who will be playing for us and making his solo bassoon debut. So these are just 11 short little ideas, all of different characters. This is probably some of the hardest music many of these bell ringers have played about mentally. So we hope you enjoy 11 sentences for bassoon and bells. That was it. Thank you so much. And to finish out the concert, we're going to play some Gershwin for you. Even if you don't know who George Gershwin is, you've certainly heard his music. If you've ever seen a China Play commercial from 2011 to 2013, you have heard George Gershwin's music. You're going to hear excerpts from 4 different pieces, including Rhapsody in Blue, which is first, and then I've Got Rhythm, which is famously sung by Ethel Merman. She's the one, things like that. Third is Embraceable You, which you, what movie was that in? No Strings Attached, that was in No Strings Attached. And Strike Up the Band, which is the last, I know, what an obscure movie reference, I know. Is that the Justin Timberlake or the Ashton Kutcher, one of us?
Ashton
Okay. Twice, pretty much. And the last one is Strike Up the Band. We'd like to thank you so much for coming. If you are interested in figuring out more about what we do, or you'd like to come up and try the bells afterwards, which we would greatly encourage, come on up, find someone, they'll let you to club so you can try the bells. And if you're interested in joining us next year, we only ask that you have some experience making music. We meet Mondays, the once-a-week choir, or Mondays and Thursdays for the twice-a-week choir. So come up and talk to any one of us. Name who's on the keyboard right now? Raise your hand. Yeah, anyone whose hand is up right now is an especially good person to come talk to. Thank you so much for being here, and finally here is George Gershwin. Come play the bells. Come play the bells.